Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 most useful apps for an entrepreneur or a startup to have. So the first of the apps that every entrepreneur or startup has to have is a good CRM system. Now, it is vitally important to generate and have a good CRM system. We need to get into our data. We've got to get a list of records. So my recommendation is HubSpot. I've opened it up, I've registered an account, and I'm going to give you a quick brief in terms of what it entails, what it shows you. So if you look here, it's got a marketing hub. Now you can import all of your teams or contacts details. You can invite team members. You can look at different strategies, install WordPress plugins, create first forums, email lists. You can do quite a lot in this platform. There's Sales Hub, again, all sorts of stuff that you can do here. Connect your inbox, install sales extensions, set up your meeting links, set up your contact records, filter your contacts, customize your deal stages. That's vital. So in terms of, you've contacted a client, how often as salespeople have we forgotten to follow up? Have we forgotten to chase a deal? Have we forgotten to chase an order, etc.? So utilizing this option or CRM functionality, we can then remember and chase those deals, set up marketing or email campaigns. It's actually such a great tool. There's a whole video on how to use this tool better, and I suggest really just diving into it. But at number 10, get your CRM right, whether it's HubSpot, whether it's another CRM. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a startup, you need to have a good CRM system. You need to manage your data. You need to be driving it. This tool allows you all sorts of marketing, ads, emails, landing pages, social, SEO. It links to everything. HubSpot, highly recommended. A great starting point. It tracks all of your deals. What do you have going on? Here's your automation, so you can set up sequences and workflows. If a client contacts you on a certain element, you can plug them into a sequence, and that will automatically send mails into them every, whatever the fortnight or whatever the interim is that you've allocated to that. Reports, analytical tools, your dashboards, it's all here. So for free, you can send up to 2,000 emails. It integrates directly with MailChimp. It is an absolutely fantastic tool, and I highly recommend getting into HubSpot, getting into a CRM at your number 10. At number 9, Canva comes in with one of the greatest tools available for the startup entrepreneur. And the reason for this is that no matter what position or stage you are within your business, whether you're at its infancy, whether you're growing, Canva comes in and it allows you for no cost at all to produce top quality design elements that would otherwise have costed you a fortune. So you can look professional even if you're a one-man band. You can produce quality content, and you can get on your SEO, you can get on your social media, you can really drive all of your content through Canva, and it's a great platform to do a multitude of offerings. So whether it's video, which makes up a portion of this video itself, is done in Canva, whether it's posters, flyers, above the line, below the line, you can make short television commercials on Canva. I've done in the past. So it really is a phenomenal tool. So going into it, if you arrived on Canva, although you can use it on your mobile, which I predominantly use, I use the mobile version, but for the sake of this video, the computer's going to work, or the laptop. So you can produce videos, presentations, you can create logos, Instagram posts, flyers, and this puts it in the format required. So when I shoot a video, I go to my YouTube, if I want to make a YouTube thumbnail, so YouTube, and then it will give me a whole lot of options. So here's a YouTube thumbnail, and immediately puts it in the format, in the exact sizing that I need for that YouTube thumbnail. If I want an Instagram post, just put Instagram post, there you go. It's already in the format for Instagram to optimize your viewing, to optimize your design. I spend a lot of time making posters, So posters, and it's so easy to use in terms of this. So we'll just go onto this one. Okay, this is a premium offer. In this example, I haven't paid for it because I want to show the free offerings. So here with the crown, I would say pro, but I'll just give an example on this one. So here's a poster that we're creating. In fact, we'll just click on that one. So it says good night. You can see here the text is already there. So everybody. Okay, so now we just fix the sizing. You can see how easy this is to use. Capital, everybody loves. Okay, and in this scenario, I want that to be bigger, and I'm just going to move this one around for the sake of the example. Brian for business. Okay, so everybody loves Brian for business. Fantastic poster. Obviously, this is the most basic type of poster that you can be doing, but I see what I want to point out is how simple this tool is to use. And you can literally create any multitude of things. You can upload various elements. You can change, if I want to add in a block, I can just drag it in. There you go. I can delete that. I can add in little emojis. I can add in thumbnails. I can add in little moving parts. I can add in video components. So in this scenario, so although from a design point of view you wouldn't want any of this, and it's looking a bit shoddy, but with some time, with some preparation, you can really design fantastic posters. You can add in all sorts of photos. So I'm just going to delete all of this, and we go back to templates. And here, depending on what type of business you're in, there will be an option available for you that you can utilize. So at number 9, Canva, fantastic tool, highly recommend it. Seriously, give it a try. At number 8, I'm going to recommend that you look at a web builder. So put the control back into your own hands. As a small business, as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to control your web traffic. And the best way to go about that is by controlling your website. So I'm not going to go into the detail of these because unfortunately they're going to take a lot of time, and I don't want to just bore everybody with a whole website creation video, which there are plenty on YouTube. But look at Wix.com, look at Webs.com, look at Ionos, look at 123Reg. Squarespace is becoming very, very popular. These sites have built themselves up to be the best web creators in the industry. So I've used Webs, I've used Wix.com a lot, I've used a little bit of Squarespace. I think their shop tool is quite good. So check them out. And get to understand them and put the control back into your hand. They all have freemium offerings, so you can build your site. You can see that you're happy before you pay for the premium package. It makes a lot of sense to go that route than to specifically go and hire somebody to build it for you when, you know, as startup entrepreneurs, we want to watch our cash flow, we want to watch our budgets, we want to make sure that the control is with us. So you've just learned about Canva that's going to enable you to design the best layouts, the best logos, get your wording right. It's all there. So in terms of tools for the startup entrepreneur, at no cost until you decide to pay for the premium offering, check out Webs, check out Wix.com, Webs and Wix.com, Squarespace. Have a look at these things, these products, and see which one suits you best. For number 7, I really want to talk about the G Suite in its entirety. I think it's got a phenomenal offering available for startup entrepreneurs. Everything from your calendars to your Google Drive, etc. It's all there, it's all available. In front of us, we've got the calendar. What I really like about the calendar is just the ability to mark off your calendar dates with different colors, different tasks. Obviously, I'm using a blank canvas at the moment, but it's all available to you to customize in your own way. And I think for a startup entrepreneur where you've got different tasks, different things that you need to do, different objectives on any given day. So whether that be for I need to specifically contact clients, you can color code that into a yellow as an example. It's particularly easy. You just create a meeting, you add a color to it, give it a description, and it's got a whole range of options available, and save it. So it's all available to you to use in a customized way. And I think in terms of organizing our lives and making sure that we're achieving our objectives on a given day, on a given week, on a given month, it makes a lot of sense to utilize color coding so that at a glance we can see what it is that we're doing without really focusing too much on the calendar. We can know exactly what it is that we need to achieve. And then linked straight into that is obviously tasks and being able to go through our task list, love life, make a video, make money, all of these things, and then we can tick off the tasks that just integrates so nicely into the calendar. Obviously you can integrate that to your mail and Gmail, and then you've got other options like the Google Drive, which you can share, translate available if you're going to use different options, build your docs, build your spreadsheets. It's all available. Definitely worth exploring the Google Suite, the Google G Suite. There's so much value that Google is now bringing to the startup entrepreneur. It's definitely worth really exploring this and getting into it, and it costs almost nothing to utilize. You can utilize it for your personal account, or you can pay for the custom domain, which is like $70 a year at most. Well worth looking more professional and having your custom domain as opposed to @gmail.com. Definitely worth your while. For number 6, I want to talk about LinkedIn, everybody's favorite work social media platform. It's absolutely free to get a social account. To not be on LinkedIn as a business, as a small business, as an entrepreneur is just crazy. Although you can get a lot of business out of other social media platforms, Instagram, obviously, if you've got specials running, if you've got a consumer market, Facebook is a powerful tool as well, but in terms of business to business and in terms of startup and in terms of resources that you can access, LinkedIn is golden. So firstly, your network is paramount to building a good network. I've got 10,810 followers. So automatically my network has grown. I'm just growing every single day, and that means more capability, more access, more ability to target audience, target B2B customers, and speak to the right people at a given time. And LinkedIn has all sorts of tools that are connected. You can sign up to groups, you can create groups. I have HR Plus 59, which is a South African HR group. But there are all sorts of different options available. What's great about it is obviously direct messaging. Direct messaging means that you can access and target specific customers. I'm not going to go into that, but in terms of your network, you can go directly into specific people. And then there's Sales Navigator, which does cost some money, but is well worth the spend, which enables you to have more targeted feeds and then also just find better. So CEO marketing companies as an example, and you'll be able to target and filter out all of the CEOs within a specific category. So I can say second degree connections. Where do I want them to be? I want them to be in North America as an example. And headcount of the company. This could be very powerful if you're only targeting large companies. Job title, current job title, past, present, depends on what you're looking for. And then people in, CRMs. So all sorts of filtering capability. Then you can create lists. So your option is to view the profile, connect, message, or just save them. Save these contacts as a prospect. So if I want to save Paul as a prospect, that capability is there. So between LinkedIn and Sales Navigator, if you're not on it, honestly, you need to start building it. I will, however, add that you need to appropriately spend the amount of time that you need on this. So, you can target and build your network, which is great. post once every day, once every 2 days. Try not to overpost, try not to overbear your connections, because it's actually going to be detrimental to you. You're not going to build up a nice base, but you will be found on Google, so there are positives and negatives to overposting as well. But if you're not on LinkedIn as a business, as a small business, or as an entrepreneur, get on it today. It costs nothing, and you can grow your network immediately. Number 5, we've got Eventbrite. Now, this is a platform that allows you to organize events and sell tickets online. What's really cool about it, though, is that it will set up an event and advertise it onto Google. So it automatically puts location-based advertising onto Google, which is awesome. So if you want to attract a lot of people to your event, and as a small business, if you want to do business networking groups, you name it, it actually doesn't matter what you want to organize. It's just an opportunity for you to showcase your business in person with somebody. So let's build our first event. In this scenario, you can register with your Gmail, you can register with your email. Gives you a lot of options. So what's your level of experience? I'm a newbie. This is my first time. That's cool. How did you hear about it? Friend or colleague? How many people are you planning at your event? Let's say 11 to 20 people. Next. How often do you plan on hosting events? I'm just going to do it this once. What type of event are you hosting? It is a seminar or talk. And how could you categorize the event? We're going to do business and professional. So let's name our event Brian for business. And the event is going to be on the 17th of the 6th, and it's going to run till tomorrow. The venue, we're going to do region. Let's say venue location, we're going to say Nantwich. Not doing well. Nantwich, the United Kingdom. Next, and give you the street address. So here we're going to go Regent Park, etc. So we're just going to carry on with that. Choose county is Cheshire. Okay, great. Building your event. So I'm not going to go into this in the kind of detail, because this is only an example, but you've got tickets, you've got publish, so you can create tickets, drop in the main event description. Let's just go back there. And drag and drop the main event image, description, type in the description. You've got tickets to the event, so you can access and supply tickets. You can charge whatever you want, so there's a price, and people can pay for the event online, and then obviously publish it, and then that'll show you how many people are attending your event and give you access. And as a new business owner, to create events is golden. We need to really drive activity with our audience by producing good quality content through interpersonal relationships or interpersonal activities. Eventbrite is a great tool to utilize at no cost, and really drive activity within our business. For number 4, I'm going to talk about virtual meetings. From a time-saving point of view, you cannot get away from virtual meetings. Since COVID's hit, virtual meetings are the way, and to be honest, as a startup and as a new entrepreneur, to save on fuel, to save on time, to be able to spend less time in preparation. You know, when I used to be a salesman, I used to drive out for an hour to the client and an hour back and an hour at the client. That's 3 hours in a day that is gone, whereas now I can have a 45-minute meeting with my clients and have that be the meeting. So looking at products like Zoom, which integrates to most calendars. Me, I like using Teams because I integrate with Outlook calendar quite a lot. I quite like LinkedIn Meet as well, just because when you're interacting with somebody right there and then, you can connect with them on LinkedIn Meet, which is a great new product from LinkedIn. Google Meet, all of them are great. You just pick the one that suits you the best. But definitely worth investing some time into making sure that your stage or presence is right in terms of your virtual meetings. That if that means a background, whatever the case may be, but look into your virtual meetings, utilize them, capitalize on them. Obviously, face-to-face will never ever be beaten, but from a time management point of view, you can't go wrong with a virtual meeting. I'm going to recommend LastPass. If you're running a business and you want to have the best possible protection for your business information, for your banking, for your everything that requires a password, it's vital to have the maximum password protection in terms of those long passwords that you need to protect, and you want to have them secure. LastPass is the way to go about it. From your personal use to your business use, it stores all of your passwords for you and enables you to be protected at its most optimal level, and have the most complicated passwords available. But mainly it allows you to remember all of those passwords. I know for some of you, you'll be saying iPhone does a similar job, but this enables you to do it across your devices without any hesitation. You can access all of your passwords and get access to your apps, but with the protection of knowing that your apps are safe. At number 2, I'm recommending DocuSign. DocuSign is a document signing app that enables you to send out emails and have a notification of when a client has signed a document. It will also send reminders to your clients if they haven't signed their document automatically. This is a great tool if you're wanting to get contracts signed, if you're wanting to get orders signed, if you're a B2B business and you want to ensure that A, your client has got the documents without following up with a phone call, and B, that they are in fact in the process of signing it, and it will automatically drive a lot of the automated process in terms of reminding them to sign it. So it's a great way to get making sure that your orders are signed and that your documents are in fact getting signed. I know from personal experience, getting contracts signed can be a bit of a nightmare if you're not utilizing extra tools to drive that process and in a weird way essentially irritate your client enough to just get it done. Lastly, at number 1, I'm going to recommend Starling Bank. And I know this is going to sound like a weird one for most, given its apps and tools. Starling Bank for a startup entrepreneur is a fantastic option in terms of banking. Firstly, there are no branches. There are also no fees. So you're not going to pay banking charges for your business or personal account times 1. So if you've got one account on each, you're not going to pay a cent in business charges. Also, if you refer anybody to Starling Bank, they will plant a tree as a say thank you, which is pretty cool. Like, it's not going to change my banking decision. Admittedly, I'm interested in the fact that I'm not going to pay any banking fees for my business account, which pretty much no other bank is doing. So Starling Bank, great option. Obviously they've got available app solutions in terms of, I don't know, whatever banks charge and do, just like any other bank, but they're growing in popularity, and it's a fantastic choice as a startup entrepreneur to have a business account without having all of the fees that are usually attached to those accounts. Let's be honest, sometimes when we start, it's a bit tough. We're not going to want to pay £100 a month just for nothing. So Starling Bank, great option. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been useful, and I hope you've gained something from it that you can benefit from. Please let me know in the in the comments below which app you are going to use, which app is the most beneficial. Let me know your thoughts. Have I missed anything? If I've missed anything, please let me know. And I really hope this is adding value. So please like, subscribe, and follow me for more Brian for Business stuff. Thanks so much.